Arc Raiders just dropped the Shrouded Sky update, and the reaction is mixed at best. Some players are calling it underwhelming, some are saying it feels recycled, and others are starting to ask a bigger question. Was this update lazy? Or is Arc Raiders quietly in trouble? Because in live service games, perception moves faster than hatches.
I'm not entertained.
Let's get to why this is important. The update was supposed to keep momentum going. New content, new enemies, something to pull players back in. Instead, parts of the community are questioning the depth, the replay value, the long-term roadmap. Now, to be fair, not every update has to be massive. But when expectations are high and engagement starts slipping, even a decent update can feel disappointing. So the real conversation isn't did they add content? It's does this update show confidence, or does it feel like they're buying time possibly? I am a player of Arc Raiders. I won't say that I'm very good at it. Yeah, I think I'm on level like 20 and I still feel like I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. Most of the time. The community feedback that I've seen on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok is very much mixed. People feel like it's not meaningful content, minimum gameplay depth, recycled under underwhelming additions, and it's just fuels backlash. And a lot of people are comparing this to Marathon, which I think some of that is just paid marketing and advertisement of Bungie and PlayStation, that they're trying to discredit how good Arc Raiders numbers and streak has been to prop up their game, which rightfully so. Hey, shit on the competition while promoting your game. I mean, business 101. Now, expectation versus reality. A lot of people did have high expectations because this is supposed to be a meaningful update. I will concur with that. A lot of people did have their expectations a bit high, and maybe that wasn't realistic. Some backlash is normal in live service game. Not every update is going to be met with this over positive reaction. But live service games live and die by the players' engagement and how they feel about new drip feed content. And listen, I just want to state that Arc Raiders numbers are still very, very good. Let me not ever point the picture of the game is dying. But this, like I said, it was supposed to be a meaningful update. You can see all the screens, the new enemy types, the new map conditions, the cosmetic stuff, and all that. I ain't gonna lie, the enemies do feel like it's been recycled. Because I mean, basically, we already have enemies and feel the same. The firefly, he just has fire. That's basically a hornet, whatever those are called. But it's like souped up in this special looking future like armor. And the comment, the fucking fireball, that we already have such an annoying ass ball that spits out fire, and this one is just, listen, they just love to catch a motherfucker on fire, I guess. But I can understand some of the negative contents of this update. Somebody comment on one of our past Arc Raider videos. It was like, the reason why this game is meeting with so much negative reviews is because there's not a lot of in-game content, which I can understand. Once you've done trials, you've done the reset, you've done this prestige mode. I mean, he said, like, listen, after you've done everything, there's nothing left to do to entertain you but PvP. And there's so much fucking backlash about PvP and rats and all that shit. So I can totally understand people in that framework. I understand. I can totally get it. Do I agree with all the negatives? Some of it is a little overblown. I think some of it, a lot of people, like I said, I feel like there's money behind some of these headlines from Bungie and Marathon. I don't care what nobody says. Listen, you aim for the big fish in the pond. You do everything to discredit that motherfucker so you can have a place in the said pond. At the end of the day, and we'll get into Marathon a little later in another topic, but I'm not leaving Arc Raiders just because of this mixed perception from this update. I think I've invested $40. So I'm going to play this game until I feel like I got my $40 worth. That's for one. Because I don't invest in live service games. So I'm riding with this one to Arc Raiders till the fucking wheels fall off. And I probably won't start getting good in the game until everybody else stop playing. But like I've said to my cousin, I am not spending another $40 on another live service game. I just don't have it in me as someone who always preaches value and make your money, make these people earn your money and stuff like that. Listen, Arc Raiders was the first at the bat, and for better or for worse, I'm riding till the wheels fall off because I'm not spending another $40 on a live service game. I'm just not. Not for like I have like real adult shit to do in my day to day. I cannot time wise spend as much time playing one live service game, but two, it's just not in the works. I have real grown up shit to do. The pod is crazy with my time, spare time. I'm trying to do everything else. So listen, for better or for worse, I can understand why people did not like this update. I do agree that it feels like some recycled shit and it's nothing but a map condition and it's a hurricane and it's just like, okay. And so I understand, and I'm not going to say they're wrong or they're right. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm just going to say it doesn't matter because, bitch, I'm in it for the long haul because I already spent my $40. And for better or for worse, I'm going to play this bitch until I get my money's worth. But, that is Arc Raiders, update in a quick, the backlashes, everything is going on. Do you have anything to add on to any of these highlights we pointed out for the update?
Nope.
Yeah, I figured. I can't even get this motherfucker back. He played it one time, got his shit pushed in, and never wants to play this bitch again. And I'm like, no, motherfucker, I spent $40. You gonna play this bitch, but I have not gotten this
that's
motherfucker
not
back
true.
on this game.
That's not true. That's not
What's
true.
not true?
I got my shit pushed in once, and then I did come back. But
that because
lately,
we were playing.
No. In all honesty, even you have just admitted we just haven't had the time to play this or whatnot.
Yeah,
even shit that I have bought that we were supposed to play or get into, we just have not done it. Life keeps lifing.
Yeah,
now I didn't say, hey, I just want gonna play with you, but
it's a hard sell.
Now I will say this: I don't have nothing to add on to this update of what's going on because I have not played it. I ain't touched Arc Raiders in a minute, but I'm just gonna bring this up. This is what I was talking about. I was talking about how this game came out and it was burning so bright and everybody loved it, and now people have played it and ran through everything it had. You need to keep satiating the hunger of live service players. And to them, they probably thought like, oh, well, we're giving them something. It ain't enough. You need to give them, you don't need to get them a bone. You need to give them some meat to chew through, then play with the bone when they get done. And as far as what you're saying, it's a map condition, a fucking hurricane. Okay, that ain't enough. Yeah. And then it's crazy that what you're saying is most people are like, yo, once you get to the end game, you ain't shit to do but PvP, but to rob people. All right, well,
it ruins everybody else fucking day.
Complaining about.
Yeah.
That's what people was mainly complaining on. So it's like, hey, this is that thing that these live service games run into. People having for a while, they burn through them and they burn so bright, and it's like, all right, how you gonna keep this momentum going? By the time they either figure it out or try to, the player base then moved on. They gonna go back to whatever they was playing beforehand and be like, oh man, that was a nice quick refresher, a nice palate cleanser. They're gonna go back to their Tarkovs, their Fortnite, or whatever the hell it is. It may be because it's a hard sell to take someone away from what they're already accustomed and used to. But just like I said with the High Guard video, you asking people to pay money to be invested into something. And you have, I'll call them the weekend warriors, the dudes that get off work, go straight home Friday with beer and pizza and light up Call of Duty for the weekend. Hey, that's pure engagement. And Call of Duty does this every year with, you would think, little investment. That's not true. They pump the maps. They pump Warzone, the battle passes, and all that. And even though all that shit is bad and it's what most gamers don't like or hate, for the type of gamers that play this type of stuff, that's what they enjoy. That's the food. That's the bread to the butter. And you don't have that, or you ain't got a finite plan to keep these fucking people hungry. Hey, once people move on, they move on. Mm-hmm. And that's any game. Live service, sports. Because when the new 2K come out, you don't see nobody on the old one unless he got some financial problems. So hopefully Hey, and this is coming from me, someone who don't really play this game like this. I would like to see Arc Raiders succeed because as gamers, we keep asking for something new. And then when something new comes, we don't show up. Well, this time people showed up. So hopefully they get it together and they keep it going. But I will say this. They really should look into giving the people what they want. Give them a PvE only lobby and switch up some type of, have maybe a different type of progression system to it. And the reason why I say that is because if they made raid content that was strictly PvE or raid content to once you got to a certain point, 2 or 3 PvPers enter to the map and you need to whatever that arc you killed or took down, some shit like that, just something to differentiate itself. You can't just keep relying on what made you hot at launch because people get bored.
Yeah.
And what is it?
Attention
This came out
spans
in
is
October?
it came out
Yeah,
October 31st.
October. So no, man. This ain't even 6 months old. So hopefully they can still keep it together, and we'll keep well, my cousin will keep reporting this. This is her thing. I'm trying to get her into fucking other shit right now.
Yeah, I wanna continue to preference that. Hey, Arc Raiders still has concurrent players that reach over 100,000. The 3-month peak is nearly 500,000 players. So I'm not saying that the game is dying, but the complaints are getting louder and getting louder and getting louder. And like I said, people have been asking for P versus E only modes, while P versus P say, nah, bitch, that's the whole point of the fucking game is V versus P versus E. How long will Arc Raiders developers embark hold on to that stance and they standing on business that we're not giving the PvE only mode? Hey, only time can tell. I cannot tell the future. I am not a wizard or a psychic, but it'll be very interesting to see if the player count does dip at a steady rate because people are getting bored. New players are annoyed because people are only doing PvP because there's nothing else to do. I mean, what is going to blink first? What is going out of the chicken race? Who's going to blink first? Is it going to be the players or is it going to be Embark? I'll be very interested that development over time, but only time can tell. It's we're not even 6 months in, like my cousin said, but Arc Raiders hopefully has a long road ahead of it and it can hopefully self-correct sooner rather than later, because like my cousin said, hey, some people move off shit and they never come back. That's why that Helldivers 2 two-year player count peak after 2 years of release was very much a phenomenon. That does not happen normally in live service games. Motherfuckers don't come back to a game 2 years later and make the numbers fucking run rampant. That's not the norm. So we'll just have to wait and see. Let us know in the comments down below what you think. What are your predictions? Do you like this update? Do you feel like the negativity is overblown? Or do you kind of get what people are saying, like, hey, the enemies, I really did have more expectation for a new enemy type. I ain't gonna lie. And when I saw what I saw, I was like, okay, bro, like we could have got something else than this. I'm not gonna lie. The new enemy type did disappoint me too much. But anyway, let us know how you feel in the comments down below.
And that's it for this video of Are You Not Entertained podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell so you'll never miss our next hot take. Until next time, Are You Not Entertained?